Qur'an chapter 28, Surah Al-Qasas. Translation by Muhammad Al-Amrani. In the name of God, the most compassionate, the most merciful. Ta Sin Mim. These are the verses of the clear book. We shall relate to you the story of Moses and Pharaoh, setting forth the truth for people who believe. Verily, Pharaoh exalted himself in the land and divided its people into factions, oppressing one group among them by slaughtering their sons and sparing their women. Indeed, he was one of the corruptors. But we will to bestow our favour upon those who are oppressed in the land, and to make them leaders, and to make them inheritors, and to establish them securely in the land, and to show Pharaoh and Haman and their hosts the very thing they feared. And we inspired the mother of Moses. Suckle him, but when you fear for him, cast him into the river, and do not fear nor grieve, for we shall return him to you, and shall make him one of our messengers. And thereupon Pharaoh's household picked him up, so that he would become for them an enemy and a cause of grief. Verily, Pharaoh and Haman and their hosts were sinners indeed. And Pharaoh's wife said, "A joy to the eye for me and for you. Do not kill him. Perhaps he will be of benefit to us, or we may adopt him as a son." And they were unaware of what was to come. But the heart of the mother of Moses became empty from all else. She was on the verge of disclosing him, had we not strengthened her heart so that she might remain among the believers. And she said to his sister, "Follow him." So she watched him from a distance, while they were unaware. And we had already made him refuse all foster mothers. So she said, "Shall I direct you to a household that will rear him for you and will look after him with sincerity?" Thus we restored him to his mother, so that her eye might be comforted and she would not grieve, and so that she might know that God's promise is true, though most of them do not know. And when he reached full maturity and became firmly established in life, we bestowed upon him wisdom and knowledge, for thus do we reward the doers of good. And he entered the city at a time when its people were heedless, and he found therein two men fighting, one from his own people and the other from his enemies. The one from his people cried out to him for help against his foe, whereupon Moses struck him with his fist and unintentionally caused his death. Moses said, "This is of Satan's doing, for he is indeed an open foe, leading astray." He prayed, "O my sustainer, verily I have wronged myself, so forgive me." And he forgave him, for he is truly the most forgiving, the most merciful. He said, "O my sustainer, by the blessings you have bestowed upon me, never shall I be a helper of the guilty." And so he became fearful in the city, waiting expectantly. And behold, the man who had sought his help the day before now cried out to him again. Moses said to him, "Truly, you are a manifest troublemaker." But when Moses was about to seize the man who was an enemy to them both, he exclaimed, "O Moses, do you intend to kill me as you killed a man yesterday? You only want to become a tyrant in the land, and you do not want to be among the righteous." Then a man came running from the farthest end of the city and said, "O Moses, verily the chiefs are conspiring to kill you. So leave the city, for I am truly one of those who wish you well." So he departed from it, fearful and vigilant. He prayed, "O my sustainer, deliver me from the wrongdoing people." And when he turned his face toward Midian, he said, "I hope my sustainer will guide me to the right path." And when he arrived at the water of Midian, he found there a group of people watering their flocks, and he found, apart from them, two women holding back their flocks. He said, "What is the matter with you?" They replied, "We cannot water our flocks until the shepherds drive away theirs, and our father is a very old man." So he watered their flocks for them, then withdrew into the shade and said, "O my sustainer, truly I am in dire need of whatever good you might send down to me." Then one of the two women came to him, walking with shyness. She said, "Verily my father invites you so that he may reward you for watering our flocks for us." And when he came to him and narrated to him his story, he said, "Fear not, you have been delivered from the wrongdoing people." One of the two women said, "O my father, hire him. Indeed, the best one you can hire is the strong and trustworthy." He said, "I would like to marry you to one of my two daughters, on condition that you serve me for 8 years. But if you complete 10, it will be of your own accord. And I do not wish to place hardship upon you. You will find me, if God so wills, among the righteous." Moses said, "This is settled between me and you. Whichever of the two terms I fulfill, there shall be no blame upon me, and God is a witness to what we say." And when Moses fulfilled the term and set out with his family, he perceived a fire on the side of Mount Sinai. He said to his family, "Stay here, for I have seen a fire. Perhaps I can bring you some news from it, or a burning brand, so that you may warm yourselves." But when he came to it, he was called from the right side of the valley in the blessed ground from the tree, "O Moses, verily I am God, the sustainer of all the worlds, and throw down your staff." But when he saw it moving as if it were a serpent, he turned back in flight and did not look back. The voice called out, "O Moses, draw near and do not fear, for you are among those who are secure. Insert your hand into your garment, and it will come out white without blemish, and draw your arm close to yourself to calm your fear. These are 2 proofs from your sustainer for Pharaoh and his chiefs, for they are truly a rebellious people." Moses said, "O my sustainer, I have killed one of them, and I fear that they will kill me. And my brother Aaron, he is more eloquent in speech than I. So send him with me as a helper to confirm my words, for I fear that they will deny me." He said, "We shall strengthen your arm through your brother, and we shall give you both power so that they will not reach you. With our signs, you and those who follow you shall prevail." But when Moses came to them with our clear signs, they said, "This is nothing but fabricated magic, and we have never heard of such a thing among our forefathers." Moses said, "My sustainer knows best who has brought guidance from him, and whose will be the ultimate triumph. Truly the wrongdoers will not succeed." And Pharaoh said, "O nobles, I know of no deity for you but myself. So, O Haman, kindle for me a fire upon the clay, and build for me a lofty tower, so that I may look upon the God of Moses, though I surely think he is a liar." And he and his host behaved arrogantly in the land without right, and thought that they would not be brought back to us. So we seized him and his hosts, and we cast them into the sea. See then what was the end of the wrongdoers, and we made them leaders, calling others to the fire, and on the day of resurrection they will not be helped. And we caused a curse to follow them in this world, and on the day of resurrection they will be among the despised. And indeed we gave Moses the book after we had destroyed the earlier generations, as an enlightenment for mankind and a guidance and mercy, so that they might reflect. And you were not by the western side when we decreed the matter to Moses, nor were you among the witnesses. But we raised generations, and the ages stretched long upon them. And you were not dwelling among the people of Midian, reciting to them our verses, but we were indeed senders. And you were not by the mount when we called out, but it was a mercy from your sustainer, that you might warn a people to whom no warner had come before you, that perhaps they might reflect. And had it not been that a calamity would befall them for what their hands had sent forth, they would have said, "Our sustainer, why did you not send us a messenger, so that we might follow your verses and be among the believers?" But when the truth came to them from us, they said, "Why has he not been given like that which was given to Moses?" Did they not disbelieve in that which was given to Moses before? They said, "2 kinds of magic assisting one another," and they declared, "Indeed we are all disbelievers. Say, bring forth a book from God that is more guiding than either of them, that I may follow it if you are among the truthful. But if they do not respond to you, then know that they follow their desires. And who is more astray than one who follows his desire without guidance from God? Indeed, God does not guide the wrongdoing people, and certainly we have conveyed the word to them, that perhaps they might reflect those to whom we had given the Scripture before. They believe in it. And when it is recited to them, they say, 'We believe in it. Indeed, it is the truth from our sustainer. Indeed, we had submitted before it.' Those are the ones who will be given their reward twice for what they endured, and will be repelled by good deeds the evil. And from what we have provided them they spend. And when they hear ill speech, they turn away from it and say, 'For us are our deeds, and for you are your deeds. Peace be upon you. We do not seek the ignorant.' Indeed, you cannot guide whom you love, but God guides whom he wills, and he knows best the guided. And they said, 'If we follow the guidance with you, we would be swept away from our land.' Have we not established for them a sacred sanctuary, to which are brought the fruits of all things, provision from us? But most of them do not know. And how many a city did we destroy that was filled with luxuries, and those are their dwellings which have not been inhabited after them, except for a little. And we were the inheritors. And your sustainer would not destroy the cities until he sends in their mother city a messenger, reciting to them our verses. And we would not destroy the cities unless their people were wrongdoing. And whatever you have been given of anything is merely the enjoyment of the life of this world and its adornment, and what is with God is better and everlasting. Will you not reason? Is he whom we have promised a good promise which he will meet, like him whom we have provided for enjoyment in the life of this world? Then on the day of resurrection he will be among those brought forth. And the day he will call to them and say, "Where are my partners whom you used to claim?" Those upon whom the word has come into effect will say, "Our sustainer, these are the ones whom we led astray. We led them astray as we had gone astray. We disassociate ourselves from them. It was not us that they used to worship." And it will be said, "Call upon your partners." And they will call upon them, but they will not respond to them, and they will see the punishment. If only they had been guided. And the day he will call to them and say, "What did you answer the messengers?" But the news will be obscured to them on that day, so they will not ask one another. So as for one who repented and believed and did righteous work, perhaps he will be among the successful. And your sustainer creates what he wills and chooses. There is for them the choice. Exalted is God and high above what they associate with him. And your sustainer knows what their chests conceal and what they declare, and he is God, there is no deity except him. To him belongs all praise in the first and the last, and to him belongs judgment, and to him you will be returned. Say, have you considered, if God were to make the night perpetual over you until the day of resurrection, who is a God other than God that could bring you light? Will you not hear? Say, have you considered, if God were to make the day perpetual over you until the day of resurrection, who is a God other than God that could bring you night to rest in? Will you not see? And of his mercy he made for you the night and the day, that you might rest therein and seek of his bounty, and perhaps you will be grateful. And the day he will call to them and say, "Where are my partners whom you used to claim?" And we will extract from every nation a witness, and we will say, "Bring forth your proof." Then they will know that the truth belongs to God, and what they used to invent will depart from them. Indeed, Qur'an was of the people of Moses, but he transgressed against them. And we gave him of treasures so vast that even the keys to them would weigh down a group of strong men. His people said to him, "Do not exult, for indeed God does not love those who exult." And seek with what God has given you the abode of the hereafter, and do not forget your portion of this world, and do good, as God has done good to you. And do not seek corruption in the land, for indeed God does not love the corrupt. He replied, "I was only given this wealth because of knowledge I possess." Did he not know that God had destroyed generations before him, who were greater than he in strength and wealth amassed? The guilty shall not even be asked about their sins. And so he went forth before his people in all his pomp. Those who were bent on the pleasures of this world said, "Oh, if only we had the like of what Qur'an has been given. Truly, he is a man of great fortune." But those who were endowed with knowledge said, "Woe unto you! The reward of God is far better for those who believe and do righteous deeds, and none shall attain this except those who are patient." And so we caused the earth to swallow him and his dwelling. And he had none to help him against God, nor was he of those who could defend themselves. And those who had yearned for his position only the day before began to say, "Ah, it is indeed God alone who grants abundant sustenance to whomever he wills, and withholds it from whomever he wills. Had it not been for God's favour upon us, he would surely have caused the earth to swallow us as well." Oh, verily, the deniers of truth can never attain to a happy state. As for that everlasting abode of the hereafter, we grant it to those who do not seek to exalt themselves on earth, nor to spread corruption. And the happy end belongs to the God-conscious. Whoever shall come with a good deed shall have a reward better than it. And whoever shall come with an evil deed, those who have committed evil deeds shall not be requited except for what they have done indeed. He who has enjoined upon you the Qur'an will surely bring you back to your destined place. Say, "My sustainer knows best who comes with true guidance and who is lost in manifest error." and you could not have hoped that this book would be conveyed to you except as a mercy from your sustainer. So, do not lend support to those who deny the truth, and never let them turn you away from the revelations of God after they have been sent down to you. And call all people to your sustainer, and do not be among those who ascribe divinity to aught beside him. And do not invoke alongside God any other deity. There is no deity except him. Everything will perish except his face. His alone is the judgment, and to him will you all be brought back.